feel like I feel like I always fucking sigh at the start of a stream for some reason. I have no idea. Yeah. So, welcome back to Ocarina of Time 3D. Oh shit, I forgot that was in the... I was trying to think of things we could do. Not that I was like struggling to find things to do, but I think I have a decent list. I mean, I didn't like write it down or anything, but I have like a... It's like a mental list, I guess. Okay. So first of all, we can open up the desert. There's a skull that we can get in there. So it's really not like that much, but it's better than nothing. We can't light the torches because we don't have any fire things. Well, we do. We have fire arrows, but we don't have magic, so... Yo, 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 guy in a ghillie. What is up? What is up in the dub? I don't even know what that... Ignore that. Oh my god, the reason why I'm late today, not that I feel like people care that much if I stick to a schedule. I've talked about this before, but the reason why I'm late today is because I was actually not home most of the afternoon. I was like an hour away looking at apartments to potentially move to. So that's my excuse today. But I feel like I should just be like, I feel like I'm fine with just being like more fluid about when I actually start streaming in general. So, oh look, more fire things that I can't use. But yeah, I know last time when I did that, it caused me to like stream until fucking, what was it, like 1:30 maybe? I don't even know. It was like a 5-hour stream. Speaking of which, that fucking VOD, I uploaded it to YouTube and it like was not processing the entire day yesterday. And then I tried to upload it again and it stuck at like 95% processing and I have no idea why. So like, I might have to contact YouTube about that. I feel like they're sick of me uploading all of these like streams or something. Another conspiracy? I don't know. But also this time instead of Coke out of a coffee cup, I'm drinking the fucking Circle K Polar Pop. Because I just got back and it was on the way and I needed to get gas and pee, so you know, just stop there on the way. It's not actually Coke though. It's like all the flavors of Mountain Dew that they had mixed together. Besides Diet Mountain Dew, because that's gross. So that's fun. Oh, and I guess these are hammer rocks. When it was dark out, they do not look like... They look way they look like gray. Wow, you can't even lift the regular rocks. That's kind of sad, I think. Not gonna lie. But anyway. What am I doing now? Oh. We need to go on Freeze King Zora, which I stupidly forgot to do once we got the fire. So I guess I'll do that. But anyway, Yeah, I also had coffee today, which means this is technically my second dose of caffeine for the day. Which I usually try and limit myself to not do that. Like, pretty much every time I'm drinking Coke on stream, it's because I didn't have coffee that day. But I did have coffee earlier today, so I was just like, I don't know. Me and Tim ate right before I drove home. And then I just got like really, I don't know, it's just like almost falling asleep, honestly. So maybe it was because of us eating. But also like the drive. Oh shit, wait. Yeah. The drive, between where he lives and where I live is like the most boring drive ever. It's literally all corn. I mean, that's pretty much all of Illinois, not gonna lie, but like it's especially boring because it's like central Illinois. There's literally nothing there. So that's what I had to deal with. I mean, it's not like I'm not used to driving it. I drive there pretty much every weekend. He's actually driving here this weekend. I don't know. Guess I'm just extra tired today. I did stay up till fucking... Well, it was honestly like 3 or 4 a.m. yesterday. Because I was trying to figure out my fucking taxes. God. The tax system in the US is so fucked. Like... Why do I have to figure out all this information just to present the IRS with a number that they already know? Taxes are a scam? Exactly. Thank you. People who pay taxes getting scammed. the real people just don't pay taxes. Tax evasion for the win. Fuck. But yeah. That's what I was dealing with. Honestly, I was probably trying to work on it yesterday for like 6 hours. And it wouldn't be that difficult. But in like April, I was going through this craze of like crypto stuff. And I didn't keep like the best track of it, so a lot of my like transactions are spread over like multiple spread over like multiple exchanges. So I have to use one of those like one of those websites where you like can consolidate all your transactions and it tells you, it gives you like the form to put in. And it's even more complicated if you're not using something like TurboTax, which is not even under like the IRS free file, whatever the fuck anymore. So I was trying to do that with something else, but it just fucking... I just got sick and tired of it, and it just... I feel like they make it way too complicated, like specifically so you'll have to buy the program or whatever. Like, that's definitely what they do, and I mean, look at me, they're probably gonna sucker me in, because I eventually just caved in and started using TurboTax again. And of course, the fucking one thing that the one thing that's actually complicated on my taxes they don't cover unless you buy like the 3rd tier plan, which is like the crypto stuff or like selling assets. So I'll probably have to spend fucking like $70 on TurboTax, plus like an extra $40 to file my Illinois taxes from them, because for some reason they charge extra money to file the state taxes if you buy like a higher tier plan, when they literally do it for free from the like default plan. It literally makes no sense, and I feel so scummy like even giving them my money at all. Luckily they can just like deduct the amount from my tax return, which if TurboTax is correct, I will be getting like... I never got like the stimulus payment I was supposed to get. It has something to do with like my parents claiming me as a dependent last year but not this year, so like I don't think the IRS recognized that I was supposed to get one this year. So I'm ending up getting it on my tax return, I guess. At least according to TurboTax, and if I don't, I'm gonna be a little mad, because it's like a lot of money. I mean, maybe it's not a lot to some people, but I think it's a lot. Yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. If I didn't get that, I think I would have ended up owing, like, in my federal taxes, I would have ended up owing, like, $1,100 or something, at least what I put in so far. I haven't even put in I made, like, student loan payments throughout this year, or at least, like, the last few months of the year, because I thought they were going to resume in January, or February, I guess. Turns out now they're not. But you get, like, a credit or something if you paid for some of your student loans. So I guess I'll be able to get that. But the fucking student loan servicer that I have doesn't release their statements for taxes until the end of January. And I'm like, it's really not that long, but it's just kind of fucking annoying. Like, just release it at the beginning of the year. Like, you literally have the resources to do it, too. I don't know, it's just annoying. So I can't even finish them until I get that. Because, like, I could go through and, like, calculate what I paid on interest and what I paid on, like, the principal or whatever. But that's just annoying, and nobody wants to do that, so... But if it weren't for that fucking stimulus payment that I'm apparently getting, I would have owed like $1,100 in extra taxes from just from my W-2 alone, from like my job as an actuary. Which, like, doesn't that mean that the company is just like not paying my taxes that they're supposed to be paying or something like that? Like, something is wrong for me to owe that much at the end of the year. Like, what the fuck? I don't know, I'm not like a tax expert or anything. Whatever. What the fuck am I supposed to... Oh, we can go to the Spear Temple. We have the Silver Gauntlets now. Shit. And we're right here. So yeah, that's my fucking... tax rant. Literally, could I be any more boring? Could I be any more boring? Now I'm talking about fucking taxes. Jeez. What a fucking boring subject. But no. I don't know. It'll get done eventually. I'm just stressful. And that, along with me having to figure out, like, what I'm doing with moving. Because the apartment I saw today was nice. Not as nice, honestly, not as nice as the apartment I'm in right now. Because the apartment I'm in right now was, like, new. Like, I'm the first person to live in it. So obviously it's not going to be as nice as that. But it was like a lower rundown, but it was still nice. So I had like a full-size washer and dryer, which is like I would probably be fine with like a stackable washer and dryer, but I have a full-size one now, and I had one like last year for the whole year too. So I'm just like used to one. It's nice. I don't know. I feel like they work better. So it has that. It's just kind of dirty, and like I know they'll probably end up cleaning it because I think they were doing like some renovations to it a little bit. But it's also the fact that like they have 3 units in that place open, and they're all pretty much identical except 2 of them are on like a lower level and 1 of them is on an upper level. And I prefer the one on the upper level, but I couldn't tour it because there's still people living in it. The only one I could tour was one of the ones on the lower level. So I just wish, and like there's always like little differences between units like that. Like some of the appliances might be different, or just anything like that, and that's always what gets me. That's always why I'm so hesitant. unless I like see the unit. But apparently if I fill out an application, I filled out an application for it earlier today. Of course I had to pay like a $35 fee. But they said if I fill out an application, I can schedule like a virtual tour even when there's people living in it. So I'm just gonna do that. And then I can see the actual unit. Because I saw like the layout's gonna be the same. It's just like some of the like specific stuff is not the same. And the lower level units have a patio, but the upper ones don't even have like a balcony or anything, so that's a difference too. But honestly, I have a balcony right now, and I did last year too, and I really never even used it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. So I'm sort of deciding between either that or there's another place that's like literally right next to it for like maybe $300 or $400 more a month. Those ones are like newly renovated and everything. I was originally looking at those first. But there's just the fact of them being like so much more, and I don't think living there is worth as much as I would be paying. Like, where I'm living is not worth that much to live there, I don't think. So that's why I don't want to pay that. And it's just annoying. Yeah. So that was what I was doing today. Oh. But I called that other place that I was just talking about, and apparently, like, they're working on, like, changing their prices for the market or something, which to me makes it sound like it's gonna go up, but I don't know. So, like, they were hesitant to tell me anything about the current prices, because they seem to change every, like, 2 weeks, and the last time I checked was, like, 2 weeks ago. So they were supposed to call me back before they closed today, but they didn't, and they were, like, dodging my calls when I was trying to call them back about it. So I'm literally gonna call them like first thing in the morning and say like, what the fuck is up? Yeah. But if that price lowered, honestly, I feel like if anything, it'll just go up. But if it happens to be like lowered, then I don't know. I'd rather live there because it's a lot nicer. Honestly, even if it's like maybe 100 more than where I'm living, than the place I was just talking about that I signed the application for, like, I think that's still a good deal. Like, I'd pay that. So we'll see, we'll see. I know nobody probably cares about this stuff, but that's like what's been going through my head recently. And I just signed up for my next actuarial exam, so that's stressful, of course. Really need to start studying for that, but here I am, fucking playing this. Yeah, I don't know how that's even gonna affect my streaming schedule. Not that it's really that consistent right now anyway. But honestly, maybe it won't. Maybe I'll just cut out going to the gym or something. Barely go now anyway. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Did I not do this room as a kid? Oh my god, I totally didn't. Oh yeah, I never unlocked that door, I guess. Well, that's saving us a key, okay. Nice. Shit, I meant to turn that off. I'm gonna do that. Give me a second. Okay. That thing that I turned off is my heater. Like my space heater that I have in my room, because for some reason the regular heater doesn't heat my room as evenly as the rest of the apartment. I think it's because the thermostat is located, it's in the living room, so it probably reads the temperature from there, you know. Damn. Yeah, it probably reads the temperature from there, so if it's like colder elsewhere in the apartment, then it's not gonna change the temperature. But I don't like to have it on while I'm streaming because it has like background noise. It's honestly probably not even that much, but it just bugs me. Also, with that on and my computer on, not that my computer produces like that much heat. Oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me. Oh my god. When I just came back in my room, I didn't shut the door all the way. And I guess the, like, central heater just came on. And I guess the pressure or something shut my door all the way. That scared the fuck out of me. Oh my god, you have no idea. But yeah, the heat from my computer combined with, like, the space heater, it just makes it, like, way too hot in here. Especially when I have my, like, a crew neck on, like I do right now. Jump scared. Yeah, honestly, that scared the fuck out of me. Oh my god. I thought it was an actual person. God. Shit, we can't even do this room. I need to come back here as a child, then. What was I fucking saying? Yeah, it just creates a lot of heat, so I just would rather have it off. And I literally have a remote for it, too. I just keep the remote, by my bed, not by my desk. So... they're, like, on opposite ends of the room. So I have to get up like a dumbass and turn it off instead. What if we get magic from, like, the chests in here? Then I'm able to actually light the torches. That'd be so nice. Oh shit. God, it's kind of awkward to aim. When I have stuff mapped to that one button on the touchscreen, it's just kind of awkward to use it when I'm locked on with, like, the ZL button, because I have it mapped to the L button. So you have to come back here as a kid. Anyway. Or until I get fire. Is it worth doing this now? Let's go through adult more. Well, I know we need a key to unlock the upper part of the adult area. Let's do that. Because I think we need the key to unlock that, and I think we need either one or two more to actually go farther in there. Yeah, there's this one, and then I think in this room there's another one. Yeah, there's one right there. Fuck, I have to do this puzzle the normal way too. It's so weird. I always do this with, fuck! Oh my god. I always just do this with, with fire arrows or Din's fire. Both of which I have, but neither of which I can use. Love that. Yeah. So basically that was my day. Dealing with all that shit. On top of that, I had to... Oh my god. On top of that, I had to, renew my license plate sticker. Yeah, so fucking exciting, I know. But... I had to do that. Because it's gonna expire at the end of this month. And I know you can do it, like, online. But I've been wanting to just go to the DMV and do it anyway. Because I need to replace my front license plate. And you can fill out a form to replace your license plate online, but then it makes you get, like, the sticker and 2 license plates with it, which I don't need. I just need 1 license plate, no sticker. But I think you have to go to the actual DMV to do that. And I just keep forgetting. Well, all of them are closed. In Illinois, all of them are closed right now because of COVID or something. Besides, like, the main one in Chicago and the main one in Springfield. Which, I'm pretty close to the one in Springfield, so I've been meaning to go to that one. And honestly, I probably will tomorrow. But I ended up just filling out the sticker re-registration, whatever, online. So that's just gonna get shipped to me now. So it's really not that time sensitive anymore anyway. Exciting stuff. We love being an adult. But honestly, like, once I move and stuff, that'll be a huge weight off of my back. Because that's mainly what I've been having to figure out. Like, that's been a big stressor for me in the last few months. I mean, ever since I, like, thought that I wanted to. I just need to get it done. There's just not a lot of stuff available, and it's just stupid. Oh, look, we don't even need to fight that. Oh, that's nice. We don't even need to fight, the fucking Iron Knuckle. We can just go there. I thought this chest didn't appear until you, like, went out of the room. Okay. I'm glad I didn't spend a key on that anyway. It's useless. Honestly, the least stressful thing in my life right now is my actual job, which is probably so weird for me to say. Because I know some people are like so stressed about their job. But it's so chill. Like, I work from home pretty much. It's really nice. Pretty much no stressful aspects, which is so weird to think. Because if you asked me maybe like a year ago, before I had this job like full time, well, I guess it was over a year ago now. But if you asked me like how stressful that was like a year ago when I was trying to find like a full-time job before I knew that I would get an offer from the place I'm at right now, that was probably the biggest like stressful thing. It was for a while, honestly, like trying to find internships too and whatever. But like that's not even stressful for me. So nice. Honestly, even if I'm being completely 100% honest, and not that, oh God. Love when I have to set a million precedents before I say something. Not that it's stressful, but, I would even say, like, streaming and, like, having to figure out what to do and, like, making sure everything is, like, working and all that stuff. Even, like, that is more stressful than my actual job. Again, not that it's actually, like, stressful, just, like, a little more stressful. Mainly because, like, it's all on my own, pretty much. And it's really not stressful. I shouldn't say that. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I mean, not... Oh, God. People are gonna take that the wrong way. What am I saying? Fucking people. No one's gonna watch this. I feel like people would take that the wrong way. Because whenever people say stuff, my first instinct with them saying something is that they're saying, like, the first thing they say is what they actually mean. And then they'll try and, like, correct themselves later. Because I do that. That's why I have to, like, preface it with a million things. But yeah, if you ever want to know if somebody's, like... I don't even want to know, say, like, lying. But just, like... If you want to know what someone's true opinion on something is, listen to what the first thing they say about it is, like, before anyone else says anything. I feel like. Maybe not all the time. Maybe that's just me, too. Like, noticing things. And also, maybe it's me just, like, being paranoid or whatever. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Do we even have the boss key for here? Oh, we do. Okay. Well, I guess we can do the boss. May as well. Noticing patterns. Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty good at, like, I don't know. I don't want to say, like, sizing people up or whatever. That sounds weird. But I feel like it's... I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty good at spotting when people are just being, like, fake or whatever. Not that it's really that hard in general, but I don't know. Some people are just very fake. So it's just something I've noticed, you know? I think it's so weird too. Completely separate topic. I think it's weird that this boss just starts like in the randomizer right when you step on the platform. I discovered something huge recently. What was it? Is it another conspiracy to add to the list? Because those are always fun. Would love to know. Boblax's iconic "Let Me Speak" moment? From what? Is that like from a Trashy Trio thing? I mean, it sounds familiar. He wasn't the first to say it, Sam said it first. Yeah. I think, yeah, wait, wasn't that like a Sam thing? I didn't know Josh said it, too. Maybe I did, I don't even remember. But when did he say it recently? Did he say it like recently or something? That's funny. I always think it's funny. It's so fucking I mean, everything we say is like literally so exaggerated. It's so funny. Speaking of Sam, he had that like 24-hour stream yesterday. And I messaged him like multiple times trying to figure out when he wanted me to be on it. And he just never really responded, so I just wasn't. I'm like, okay, whatever. There's a huge meme about Boblax screaming, "Let me speak" during both Among Us tournament and the Boo Boss incident of Super Mario Sunshine. That was in Super Mario Sunshine? Wait, what am... Shit. What the hell? I guess that happened so long ago, I don't even remember what happened in Mario Sunshine. Are you talking about the Mario Sunshine race? Like the Trashy Trio one? Oh, a race he did with Augie. Oh. Okay. That makes more sense then. Didn't watch that. But Sam said it first in the Trashy Trio race? In the Mario Sunshine one? Really? I don't even remember that. Honestly, I have not gone back to watch those, a lot of that, like our early stuff in like so long. Both of you talked over him on the 11th episode and he said it? Oh, I'd believe it. Yeah, that's like I always associate that as like a Sam thing. Josh is probably just referencing it because it's funny. But yeah, I did think Sam said that. I don't know. I haven't gone back and watched a lot of the early Trashy Trio content because if I'm being completely honest, hearing myself, not even just like how I sound, but like what I talk about is just kind of cringe, honestly. So I really haven't gone back and watched any that much. Shit. Yeah, I think I was yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely funny. I just think it's also, like, kind of cringe. I mean, like, of course it's gonna be cringe. I was, what, fucking 14? I was, like, 15 or 16 when we started the channel. I was literally so cringe at that age. I mean, honestly, I still kind of am, but... I was, like, not self-aware at all. Forget Democrats and Republicans, a new political party, or the Baldman, the Bob Squad, and the B-Leavers. Oh my god, the fucking B-Leavers. I forgot. Oh my god. So stupid. B-Leavers. Jesus. I forgot Josh was the Baldman too. What the fuck? Baldman. I mean, I know what it is. It's a thing from Pikmin, but... It's so funny. God. I know Josh made like a... Like right after the race ended, he made like a best moments thing, and he didn't release it until I think like 5 months after, or no, not 5 months, like 5 years after the race was done or something, but he made it like right after we finished the race, I think. But he didn't release it until like 2020 or something. So that was cute. Or wait, maybe he didn't even release it at all. I don't even remember. I thought he said he was like going to release it, but then didn't or something. Maybe he did, I don't even know. But yeah. I'm sure from like an outsider perspective, it's probably still funny. And there's still moments that I think are really hilarious still. But it's mostly just like hearing myself. I'm like, just shut up. You don't, like, I get so fucking, I take everything so like literally. Like, why do I do that? Like, just from what I remember, I'd like get so angry about like everything. I'm like, take a joke, you stupid 15-year-old. Maybe that's why I'm so make everything into like an ironic joke now or whatever. I was taught at a young age. Not even that young. Ganon's castle boss. Cute. Good, we need that. But yeah, I kind of wish we would... Damn. I kind of wish we had like another race to record or something. Because I kind of miss it. And I mean, I always talk about this, but like how both of them are like just busy with their own YouTube stuff and whatever, and that's okay. I'm busy too with stuff, especially right now. I don't know, it just seems like we can never really coordinate when to sit down and record something. Even another podcast, which we still need to do. Because we never released any in January yet. Alright, what can we do now? Can we go back in the fire temple? How many keys do we have for that? Oh, we have... Does that say 3? Yeah, 3. Okay, let's go to the fire temple. No real easy way there, though. But yeah, I kind of miss the days when, like, none of us were really that busy. And we could just sit down and, like, record a whole race. Even the last one we did, like, Pikmin. Even that was fun. And that was after we were all kind of busy still, too. Although, I guess we weren't really busy because it was during, like, the beginning of COVID. At least I wasn't. Even when we recorded like half, no, probably more than half, maybe like 3/4 of Super Mario 3D World. Just me, Josh, and Sam, because it has online on the Switch version. And I mean, Sam's not here, so I guess I can say this, but it's never gonna come out because Josh like lost all of his footage or something like that. So that's basically all scrapped. And honestly, the footage is... I think we probably started it maybe like a month after the game came out, and it came out in what, like February of last year? So that footage is probably from like March or April. And maybe like a month after that. I think we only had like 2 or 3 recording sessions. What game? Super Mario 3D World. The one on the Switch, because it has online. Which actually I mean, there was a little bit of lag, but it worked pretty well online. Which I was kind of surprised about. Like, I expected there to be a lot more lag. But yeah. But it's never gonna come out anyway, because, like I said, Josh lost all... I think he said either his footage got corrupted or lost or something. So, rip to that. And then we recorded part of Mario Party 7 for some reason. We used, like, netplay. Or no, we didn't use netplay. We used this thing where, Really? What the fuck? We used this thing called, like, I don't even know what it was called. It's like a thing where, multiple people can like, have an input on one computer with, like, a controller. So, hello? Does this not let me get this until I beat the temple? What the fuck? That's shitty. And that was with Craig, But I feel like that's never going to come out either, because we still have to finish the game. I think we recorded like 2 boards or something. So, we basically have no content besides the stuff we recorded in Mexico. Which is fine, we have enough for like a while, but so many slurs lost, honestly, yeah. Such a shame. Yeah, rip, rip, rip. Oh, I still don't have the fucking hammer. Do we have the boss key? Oh, no, we don't. Yeah, now you know all the all the inside secrets of what's going on with the Trashy Trio. Not that exciting, like I said. We don't even have thumbnails for those stream segments. Like, I was fine with not really having any, but when we first started uploading them, Sam was like, where's the thumbnails? And I'm like, I don't really care if there's any or not, because I don't even know how I'd make them, but you're welcome to go ahead and make them. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, yeah, just make whatever you want, and just show us so we can approve it. And he's like, I think he got mad at that I even said something like that, of course. So then I think he just never ended up making them. Ugh. Yeah, today is definitely not going to be a 5-hour stream. I mean, maybe, I guess, if that's what it takes to beat the game. Because I kind of do want to finish it now, but we spent almost... It was a long time doing it last time, so, like, how much could there possibly be left? We still have to find the hammer and magic. I think those are, like, the big ones. Fire Temple Compass. Get out of here, Rock. Ugh. Yeah, I don't really have that much else to talk about today. I feel like sometimes I'm like good at holding a conversation with myself. Or like one other person in the chat. But sometimes I just don't have a lot to talk about. I don't really know why. I mean, I guess I talked about everything that I was on my mind earlier, so... Not much else beyond that. I was watching the new H3 podcast on my way home from Tim's house. I guess not watching, I was like listening to it because I was driving. And I could totally... After, I don't know if it was you, Gilly, or Jamie, who pointed out him like pretending to not know things. Like there's like 2 instances where I like it was so clear that he was like faking not knowing about something, and I literally was thinking in my head, I'm like, wow, this is exactly what they were talking about. It was so funny. What was one of the things? Yeah, I think Jamie said it. I don't even remember. He was talking about... Yeah, he always pretends to be out of the loop. I don't even know what he was... What was he talking about? It was literally... I was literally like, oh my god, that's exactly it. Fuck, I literally can't remember. I literally just watched it too. I'm so fucking stupid. Whatever. But there was like at least 2 times where I was like, wow, this is exactly that. It's so stupid. And then there was another thing where like Dan was saying something and you could tell that he had a strong opinion about something like one way. And then Ethan said something and then Dan like immediately like agreed with what he said instead. Like he almost made it sound like he was going to lean that way like from what he said initially, but Ethan just like interrupted him. But you could totally tell that he actually had a different opinion on it. I just thought it was really funny that I like immediately noticed stuff like that. It was so stupid. Well, literally in my head I was like, how do you not... It was something on like he did recently too. Fuck, I wish I could remember. Where are we even going now? Where's the water temple? What else do we even have to unlock? Deku tree, bottom of the well, Jabu Jabu, forest fire, water. Oh, we can't get in the shadow temple. That's probably where the water temple is. Yeah, that was another thing. His staff tries to disagree and then change their stance to protect their job. Exactly. So stupid. So obvious too. Like once we discussed that, I'm like, wow. I don't think I got the rock in the desert, this rock. If I did, I'm gonna feel really stupid, but I don't think I did. I don't even know. We'll see. Oh good, we done. Biggest bomb bag, I don't need that. Give me the magic. I guess we do have the slingshot now. Did we beat the Deku tree? Yeah, we did. Guess we could go back in the bottom of the well. Or Jabu... No, not Jabu Jabu. We already did that. Yeah, we could go back in the bottom of the well. Guess we should do that. Did I even get this up here? I feel like I had to have. I feel like I did. But honestly, I kind of also feel like my... Yeah, we got it. I kind of feel like my mind is kind of like melding together what we did on the last seed and what I did on this one. It probably didn't help that like it was like a 9-hour stream and that or like an 8-hour stream and then a 5.5 hour stream. Yeah, that probably didn't help. Oh shit, we saved Zelda, but we did the thing with Saria, but we never went to the ranch to do that stuff. So we definitely have stuff we can do as a kid. Okay. No problem, no problem. We got this. Also, I guess I could have just save warped back here, but that's fine. I wonder if these say anything about magic. Shadow Temple small key is at Lon Lon Ranch. Oh, that's good to know. Deku has Deku Nuts, obviously. Frogs of Zora Zora have a piece of heart. Okay. Temple of Time is a... Plundering Temple of Time is a foolish choice. How exactly am I going to plunder the Temple of Time? Please. Oh wait, I wanted to see... I don't think they did. But I wanted to see if they implemented the bunny hood thing in this version. I don't think they did though, actually. Let's see. No, they did not. Wow. Okay. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Oh, I guess we can do... No, go do the ranch first. I was gonna say, like, Bomb Chew Bowling, because we found Bomb Chews. I think that's the trigger to allow you to do that. Finding Bomb Chews. I don't know what the trigger is in the vanilla game, though. Because unless you buy some, I don't even know where you find them for the first time. Because they're not really required until that room in the shadow, or the spirit thing. Wait, did I already do this? No, I did this on the other seed, I think. Because I think the last thing I did was like the Saria thing as a kid, and then I'm like, okay, that's all we can do now that we rescued Zelda, and then I went to became an adult, like a dumbass. Okay, good. I didn't do it. Also good that that's not really anything like that significant. Oh my god, there's magic. Wow. Why does that always have to be such a thing we don't find at the beginning? Stupid. Ugh. What do we even do with that now? Oh, okay. We can do that game as a child. The Lens of Truth. Probably should do Bottom of the Well too, honestly. It's literally bothering me so much that I don't know what that thing I was just talking about that Ethan didn't know what he was talking about. Ironic. But it's literally bothering me so much that I can't remember what that was now. Oh my god. There's like different music in here now that it's dusk. That's interesting. It must be like a different track. Are you open yet? Oh good, they are open. A Deku shield, we don't fucking need that. We already have one. Look on our back. That was a dramatic explosion. Get up there. Oh, ooh, good. Ugh. It's always this fucking chicken. It gets in my way. Oh, that was not. Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. I really did not think that was gonna go in. What's next? Oh, a key. Is that the Shadow Temple boss key? Not that we, like, really need it. What the hell was that? Shoot it straight. I know that's hard for me. Wow. Oh, that's too high. Oh, what? Wow, okay, whatever. I did not even see how that went in the hole there. Oh no. Oh wait, actually. Oh my god, that's kind of a strategy. I keep doing it like that accidentally, but that's kind of a strategy, wow. Like shooting it off to the side there, like in between the two chickens. I would have never thought of that. Wait. Now we can play that game. The fucking 1 in however many the fucking things there are. I think it's like 1 in 32 or something. Actually, let's count. How many doors are there? That's 1, 2. 3. 4. Also, I love how they made in this version. I don't know if it was like this in the like OG 3DS version. But they made each room have like different wallpaper, even if they're supposed to be the same color, they still have different wallpaper, which was not the case in the original version. They were all just like, if they gave you a blue rupee or a green rupee, they were all like the same colored walls. Key of the Water Temple, which we can't. Oh, I guess we can get in the Water Temple now. Let's see. There is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I guess that one doesn't count. So 5. So yeah, 1 in 32. Because 2 to the 5th is 32. That's the one I know off my head. Anything after that, I will have to think about it. So what else can we even do with magic? Oh, I was gonna do the bottom of the well. Bottom of the well is fire. We might as well just warp there, honestly. Okay. Kind of a dangerous area for the bottom of the well to be. No. I always put on this before we go to the bottom of the well. It always amazes me too. I don't know if it's the texture. It's probably the texture pack, but I feel like even in the original 3DS game, I don't know what it is about the like emblem on that shield and like the coloring and like the pattern and everything. It just looks so crisp. Like, look at that. It like pops so much. It's probably just the combination of like the blue, red, and yellow. Like them just all being together just makes it pop a lot. Also, I love that the texture pack added like extra blood to these walls. I didn't even notice that last time. Did I even go into the bottom of the well on the other seed? I had to have. I guess I just don't remember. But yeah, I don't know what it is about the shield, but it just pops like so much. I love it. It reminds me of like the version from Skyward Sword is like that too. The Hylian shield from that game. It just pops so much. Like, look at it even close up right there. It's just so good. And I feel like the texture pack just enhances it. I mean, obviously. But I feel like it just enhances it to have like more of a like more texture. Obviously. Stupid. That's what it does. Fuck. You can't say anything good about Skyward Sword or the Zelda stands will come after you. Oh my god, no. See, I used to be a... Don't worry, I can relate to them. I used to be a big Skyward Sword hater too, so I can relate. Don't worry. I don't know. It was honestly only after my first time playing the game. And I'm a huge... This is just me in general, but like if I don't have like a very strong opinion about something, I'll kind of just hop on like whatever the most popular opinion is at the time, which is probably it's a really bad thing to do, but it's just how I am with things sometimes. So I did that with Skyward Sword because like the popular opinion was to hate on it. Hello? What the does that destroy? No. Get out of here. Because that was like the popular thing at the time to hate on Skyward Sword. And then I actually played it again after like a few years of not playing it. And it's good. It's a good game. I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with a Zelda game being like more linear. There's things that game does way better than Breath of the Wild, I'll even say. The dungeons, infinitely better than Breath of the Wild. Even though Breath of the Wild has like all the shrines and whatever, honestly, I still think the dungeons in Skyward Sword are more memorable than most of the shrines and dungeons in Breath of the Wild. Yeah. Hot take. Actually, not really. I feel like it's not really cool to hate on Skyward Sword anymore, so... Cool. But yeah. That's my opinion on that. And I will say after playing like the HD version, I hadn't played Skyward Sword in quite a while, actually. When the HD version came out. I was actually rewatching Nintendo Capri Sun's Let's Play on Skyward Sword, like right before they announced that the HD version. So I was like already kind of like back into it, but I was like actually really excited to play the HD version again. And when that came out, I played it like non-stop if I remember correctly. So like, don't get me wrong, there's definitely bad aspects. Like, I think flying is really fucking boring. And I think it's really stupid that you can't go from area to area unless you go back up in the sky. But when Skyward Sword gets something right, it gets it right. And also, I have no idea. I've never understood the complaint with motion controls in that game. I've never had a problem with them whatsoever. I think they work perfectly fine. People are so fucking dramatic about new things like that. And it's all these fucking millennial / Gen X, like late Gen X people that grew up with fucking Nintendos and Super Nintendos and isn't used to Zelda being new and in 3D or whatever the fuck. And they fucking blow their load over 2D Zelda or like Link to the Past like it's the next coming of Christ or whatever. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I didn't want to say Ego Raptor, but in my head I was literally thinking Ego Raptor. And honestly, I don't know if his opinion has changed on it since like he made that whole Zelda sequelitis or whatever that was. That was a while ago. I mean, people's opinions can change, but I haven't seen anything or like people talk about it, so. Wasn't that the game with the lime stamina meter? Yeah, Skyward Sword. What do you mean lime? I mean, it was lime colored. The one in Breath of the Wild was lime colored too, was it not? Yeah, all 3D Zelda bad. Exactly. Fuck me, I guess, for liking 3D Zelda. Oh, it looked like a lime cut in half. True. Oh my god, I can see what you mean now that you say that. It's kind of funny. But yeah. We definitely are Skyward Sword friendly show here, so yeah, I don't know. That's mainly what I was talking about when I said people who complain about the motion controls are like that. It's just annoying. Like, shut up, please. You know, I'm gonna go to the basement first. I literally have, well, I don't know. People just don't have their, well, who am I to fucking say anything about this, but people just don't have like an original opinion on things. I mean, that's exactly what I was doing, but at least I can admit it and like have an actual opinion on it instead of following other people. How the fuck are you gonna scream at me from all the way over there? Just move away, Link. But yeah. Same thing with, I mean, it's not just Skyward Sword. Whenever anybody complains about like Wii's motion controls, It's literally not that bad. Like, it's really not. Just shut up. You're just sensitive. That's it. You don't have to say what's safe to survive. You have to say what's safe to survive, even if you don't believe it. That's influencer 101 these days. True, I guess you're kind of right. It's just stupid, though. But it's not even, like, it's not even influencers saying that. It's just people who, like, watch their content or whatever. I just think it's stupid. And, like, again, I was like that, too. Like, I'm not gonna say I never had that sort of opinion. Remember when PlayStation blatantly ripped off the Wii remote? Oh my god, yeah. PlayStation Move. I feel like Sony just became, like, too embarrassed about that and just, like, dropped it and said nothing else about it. I mean, I don't really even know that much about it, but I just know it was a thing and, like, it's not anymore. Like, they don't say anything about it anymore. Yeah, cringe. They pretend like it never happened now. Exactly. Oh, you better not take my shield, you bitch. Give me my shield back, bitch. Give me my shield back, bitch. Give me my shield back, bitch. Spit it out. You better spit that fucker out. Oh, thank you. Yeah, they pretended like it never happened, and I don't understand, though. I can't even get this. What is it? Oh, it's just a skull. I'll probably come back and get it eventually, because I'm stupid like that. Oh. But yeah, why didn't they bring that back for the PlayStation 4? Oh wait. It was because literally people just liked copying the Wii's success, even though they imitated it a lot shittier in both aspects. Or in both companies that tried to do it. Fucking Kinect. Remember when they tried to, like, force everybody to use that and, like, have a camera that they could spy on them with? Yeah, that was fun. Wasn't that a thing Xbox did? I feel like I remember that. And, like, force their console to be online all the time? What the fuck was that? Like, who would want that? Kind of funny though, because they like I feel like they literally turned it around like so much now. Like we were talking about that Game Pass the other day. I hear people talk about that all the time. Like it's so good. It honestly almost makes me want an Xbox. The Kinect was a cool idea, but I'm glad they stopped forcing it down your throat. Yeah, exactly. Like it shouldn't be like necessary to use your game console. But at the same time, people could say things like, people could say that same thing about, like, the Wii U gamepad or whatever. And, I mean, look how that turned out. So, clearly forced peripherals like that are not a good thing. Game Pass is the best deal in gaming. I believe it. Like I said, it almost makes me want to get an Xbox, and I'm literally not, I'm usually a very strictly Nintendo person, so they should be proud of that. I'm glad I got Din's Fire so we can do this while I'm thinking about it. Otherwise, I would 100% forget about it again. Or it would just be one of those things that would just slip my mind. I'd be using mine, but it died back in October? Oh no. Like an Xbox One? Time to upgrade to an Xbox Series X. If you can ever find it. Haven't played a proper game in like 4 months? Damn. Play like Pokemon or something. Just kidding. Let's see what this is. Just a bloopy. They're still impossible to find, too many scalpers. Yeah, what the fuck is up with that? It's already been out for more than a year and there's still scalpers? Or they're still, like, having supply shortages? I mean, like, obviously there's a shortage of everything, but like, what the fuck? About to buy an Xbox Series S instead. What's even the difference? Isn't it just, like, not as powerful? Like, is it really, like, that much less powerful? I don't know. I know they look, like, completely different. The Series S literally looks like a speaker or something. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, less powerful. Whatever the fuck. Is there anything else we can use Dense Fire on? I'm trying to think. The S has less storage. Well, does it even have a physical game? Lower frame rate? Oh. Does it even have like a physical game slot? Lower graphics? See, that's so weird to me because, yeah, no disc tray. I could never buy a console without a disc tray. I hope they never, or like a physical game thing. I hope that never becomes the norm. I mean, it honestly looks like it's heading that way, which I hate. Oh, but it's not an issue for you. It would be an issue for me. I need to be able to play physical games. I was thinking of going all digital with the Switch, but you can get stuff for like so much cheaper. One last hole for dust and pet hair. I guess, but like I feel like you can get physical games for so much cheaper than most digital games. That's honestly like the biggest thing for me. Like I always see physical games like on sale and everything, and they have like digital sales too sometimes, but I feel like it's not as much. Maybe I'm just thinking of Nintendo. It's probably different for other companies, but like Nintendo games are never on sale digital. Yeah, physical is on sale more often, exactly. Wow, I don't even have enough for that. Yeah, that's my biggest thing. Yeah, I'm sure other companies like Xbox have better digital sales, and I mean, especially like I said, if you have like you said, if you have Game Pass or whatever, I'm sure like obviously those are digital, so I don't know. I just like having like the physical box too. I've always been a physical game guy, and like if I need to, I'll just resort to like Homebrew or something to back up my games and have them digitally. I mean, that's what I did with my Wii and Wii U. Some, not really that much with my Wii U because it takes so much time. Like I just did it with Wind Waker HD when I went home for Christmas because I said I wanted to play that, and it literally takes like it takes like 20 minutes to extract the game. The main reason I haven't gotten a Series S yet is the storage. Can you like plug in like a USB drive or something to connect to it? Or is that not a thing? I'd be able to have like 6 of my games and be capped. Oh my god, 6 games? That's terrible. Yeah, that's not good. Shit, I meant to go back in the Spirit Temple when I was a kid. Oh well. I'm literally all over the place. Where am I even going now? I was thinking of doing something. Oh, I was gonna go to the graveyard. Why the fuck am I walking there? You can only add a specific type of SD card? What the fuck? That's like something Nintendo would do, honestly. Like, who the fuck is doing that for a... Like, what the fuck? That's so weird. I thought with like Xbox and PlayStation you could add like whatever kind of hard drive you wanted to it, because it just has like a USB thing. Oh, you used to be able to. The new ones only take a certain type. That's so shitty. What the fuck are we? What the fuck are we reverting back to? Fucking like memory cards from the PS2 and GameCube era. That's literally what that sounds like. What the fuck? Haven't we moved past the need for that? Everyone would say don't get an Xbox brand external storage, and now you have to. Yeah, what the fuck? That's so weird. I had no idea about that. I mean, obviously I don't really keep up with fucking Xbox, whatever. That's so weird to me. And here I was, all on Team Xbox or whatever. Wow, golden bullets. Okay. What color are they? Ooh, they're like a ruby red. That's cool. The only thing we need now to beat the game is the hammer. Wow. And maybe hover boots? I can get one, but the reviews are making just out to seem like it's a huge deal, saying there's some kind of delay. Oh, that's weird. Does like PlayStation... Did I just say that? I was thinking in my head, like, does PlayStation have that issue too? I can't remember for the life of me. If I asked if they have that issue too, I apologize. I'm literally so brain dead right now. I know, I don't think I did. I said like, I was all like Team Xbox instead. That's what I said. But I feel like I haven't seen people on a PlayStation since PS2. Oh, that makes sense. Well, I feel like I've never heard anybody talk about that being an issue, so like it probably isn't. But then again, I haven't really heard people talk about that as an issue with Xbox either, so. Yeah, that's so weird to me. Also, what the fuck is with this? What the fuck is with this stressful music in literally every dungeon? It's literally in every dungeon. It's starting to piss me off. Like, actually, I'm about to... On the next seed that I do, I'm gonna, like, not even have the music randomized. Because it's, like, actually stressing me out. I have no idea why it's stressing me out so much. Like, it was in the Forest Temple yesterday, too. I'm pretty sure it was in, like, the Fire Temple at one point, too. And I have no idea what dictates, like, what music plays where. Because it seems like there's 10 different music tracks in every area. It's not consistent like the N64 version. Replace it with the Minecraft cave ambience. See, now that would be a track to have in a Zelda game. I think there actually is a way to go into the files and like replace the music track, especially because I'm playing it on Citra. But I haven't looked into that. You'd probably have to make it like... You'd probably have to put it as like a specific type of music file that the 3DS can read or something too, or whatever the fuck that is. The 3DS sound font or whatever. See, and then the music just turns off. The music literally just turns off whenever I hit that switch. Is it gonna come back when I go in this room? Or whenever that switch goes back on? Yeah, look, now it's back. Like, why did the music just turn off whenever I hit that switch? It doesn't usually turn off when I hit a switch like that, does it? I don't think so. Usually the water temple music just keeps playing. See, look at it, did it again. What the hell? That's even weirder. I feel like they have some work to do with this whole sound randomizer thing on the 3DS version. Not that I know anything about it, but I don't know. They did have like a beta version of all the new changes that they made in this version for like a month or two. So I would have thought that something like that would have been not in the game anymore. But I guess not. Just kidding. I'm being like overly critical. Honestly, I'm so amazed that people... It always amazes me. Like, so much. I've definitely said this before. But it amazes me so much the things that people can do with, like, games like this. Or, like, just any modding or hacking in general. I'm always so amazed, and I wish I was, like, half as talented as, like, the people who make some of this stuff are. Like, I just saw earlier today, I saw, it was, like, a trailer for, like, a... It was on Twitter, I retweeted it. It was, like, a, it was a mod of Mario Galaxy 2, I think, that was basically, like, Mario Sunshine in Mario Galaxy 2. Hello? Can I move? What the fuck? God, that pissed me off. It was like Mario Sunshine in Mario Galaxy 2, and like I'm like, wow, this is cool as fuck. Like, I know it's probably not. I mean, I don't know if it's actually that impressive. Like, from a technical standpoint, I have no actual idea. It seemed really cool to me. And I don't know. Like, I know that kind of stuff happens all the time, but I love shit like that. I love when people like mod one game to have it like be put in a different game or something. It's just so cool. I don't know, just the things that people can do with games like that is just, it always amazes me. I think those were like my exact words of the tweet that I made too, but it's true. It really is. Honestly, I'm honestly considering playing more stuff like that, like more hacks or whatever. Because some of that stuff deserves more recognition. Like, that guy that I saw make that only had, like, maybe, like, 1,000 Twitter followers or something. Like, he wasn't even big. Actually, the way I found him was through, like, a Nintendo Life article or something. So, I mean, I hope he's gaining more traction now. I haven't really looked since I retweeted the tweet. But I don't know. I'm honestly... I haven't had much time today, obviously, to, like, look into that more. I just, like, sort of saw it, like, on my phone while I was glancing through Twitter when I had, like, a free moment earlier today. But I honestly kind of want to, like, look into that more. If, like, there's a beta or something to try or whatever. Because it seems really cool. Or just any of that kind of stuff. Like that Mario Sunshine hack that I was, that I, like, sort of started playing when I, finished, Majora's Mask, was it? Yeah. Like, that was so cool, too. Maybe I'll do, like, a full playthrough of that or something. But, I mean, even beyond that, just, like, with the stuff people can do with homebrew... Not even just, like, the games themselves, just, like, the way they're able to exploit a system like that, it has always fascinated the fuck out of me. And I honestly wish I don't know. It would be so cool to, like, know more about how that all works. That's part of the reason why I originally wanted to go to college for computer science was stuff like that, because I was so fascinated with it in like high school and stuff. Um, of course, I ended up not going for that because the school I went to didn't have like a amazing computer science program. But I still got to like minor in it, and it was still like good experience to like learn some of the basics for like some coding languages and stuff. But I don't know, just like learning more about this stuff has always fascinated me. Obviously, I really, I mean, like, I don't know, it's always hard for me to learn stuff like that on my own in the first place. Just in general, like, learning stuff on my own, I'm very unmotivated a lot of the time, I feel like. Even if it's, like, something I actually want to learn, I just cannot sit down and learn something on my own most of the time. Unless it's, like, an actuarial exam or something where I, like, have to. But if it's, like, just for fun or whatever, I'm not good about that. So... Because there were times in high school, where I tried to learn stuff like that, like coding languages on my own, because I was just so interested in it, and I just couldn't get into it. But then when I was actually in class, like in college and stuff, obviously I like had to learn some of it, so it stuck with me more. And I mean, honestly, if you asked me to go back and redo some of that now, I probably would have forgotten a lot of it, but that's more of a thing with just me and, like, learning instead of necessarily, like, the material itself. I think that happens with, like, everyone. If you don't use it all the time, you're not going to remember all of it. I mean, honestly, I could probably say that with a lot of the stuff I learned in, like, calculus or something. And it's not like I'm not doing math anymore. I'm just not doing calculus every day. What the fuck? Hello, Cabbage72. Welcome to the stream. I'm guessing GL is for good luck, so thank you. I appreciate it. I hope if you stick around, hopefully you enjoy. What a great time to come in when I'm talking about, like, math and computer science or whatever the fuck. But, sus? Is it sus? You think that message is sus? I don't think so. I don't know. I feel like if it was actually sus, it would be like one of those bot messages that's like, want to get more viewers? Join this link right here. I mean, like, he didn't post a link or anything. I think it's fine. I don't know, Cabbage72, are you a real person or not? Always have to check. Because of the skeptical people like Guy Nagili here. Just kidding. If it's any consolation, I don't think you're a bot. Although, he does show up in the... He does show up in the users and chat list, but not in the viewer list, but it could just not be updated, so... I mean, all he said was good luck. Nothing wrong with that. Shard of Agony? Useless, but, you know, it's fine. It's okay. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with wishing someone a little bit of luck. Would it be better if he followed me or subscribed? Yeah. Maybe that would prove that 100% that he's not a bot. But you know, I think everyone should be innocent on being a bot until proven guilty, so that's my stance. I'm guessing you just meant good luck on the seed, though. But also, he still hasn't said anything else, so I don't know how to take that. But maybe he's just shy, or like a lurker, like watching in the background. I can relate. So don't even worry about it. If you don't want to say anything else, I still appreciate your viewership. Clearly, you can tell that I very much care about every viewer that I get. We love all the viewers here. We love them so much that we make sure that they're not bots. God, this fucking music is gonna give me a... It's gonna give me like a tumor or something. Ugh. Alright, I'm about to have to go to the bathroom in a second. Again. In case you couldn't tell, I've been drinking a lot of liquids today. Had a lot of coffee, a lot of water, a lot of Mountain Dew now. What the fuck was that? Fucking bomb trap? I will say, those get me every time. I think they are kind of more exciting than just ice traps. Wow, we might be able to clear out this entire dungeon. I think there's like one more key. There's like one more locked door left, and we have one more key left. Of course, we still have to find another water temple key, because there's always like the extra one that you find for some reason that I still don't really know much about. But it's okay. Oh, Pierre came out too, just because I played that. That's funny. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. And while I go to the bathroom... Oh, the next ad isn't for like 46 minutes. You probably just saw one, honestly. I was gonna say I'll run an ad, but just enjoy the item screen. Alright, this might be a little TMI, so sorry, but I was debating also whether I needed to go number 2, if you know what I mean. But I decided that I didn't. So, I didn't. God, First stream for that cabbage guy if he's real and this is what he hears. Me talking about going to the fucking bathroom. What am I, Nintendo Capri Sun? So isn't there another locked door in here, actually? Isn't the door to get into dark? Yeah, there's a locked door right there. Fuck, we are gonna have to come back here. I can always get this, though. Is that the Serenade of Water? Wow, how serendipitous. No, I don't know if that's the right word. How fitting is a more fitting word. Phrase. Do you have the boss key? We do. Let's go fight Morpha then. May as well. I don't even know. Do we know what, do we know what's in the water temple? Water temple... We don't know. So, about to find out, I guess. Ooh, get up there, get up there, get up there. Oh, get up there, get up there, get up there. Oh, good job. Good job. Good job, Link. Alright, last time I was fighting Morpha on the other thing. So the delay thing is a lie, I'm guessing. Unless Xbox is lying. Wait, delay for what? To find like a storage thing? Is that what you were talking about? I don't know. Sorry, I wasn't like paying... I was trying to follow what you were saying, but you were talking about a lot of... I don't know. It's my fault. I'm just kind of tired. Sorry. Because I know you're talking about, like, the storage. I didn't know if that's what you meant for, like, what was delayed? Or something else. Ooh, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Yeah, fuck you, Morpha. Just looked at the external SSD and it says some same peak speed and performance as the internal SSD. At least the Xbox brand ones are. Oh, wait. So you can get non-Xbox branded ones? They just say that they don't work as well, or there's a delay or something? Is that what you were trying to say? Also, I love the pattern they added to this whole room in general, honestly. Oh, this bubbles looked very fake. I'm sorry, I was having trouble following what you were saying about the whole storage thing with the Xbox. Wow, a heart piece? Where's my heart container? Alright, what do we get? Ooh, fire. Oh, we have fire and water now. We can get, whatever the fuck that is. The thing in Kakariko, right? Oh, and right there, too. Good. That was for previous show on Xbox, so I don't know if the new ones have off-brand SSDs. I mean, that's what I was asking. Like, can you not just plug an external drive into the Xbox? Like, is it because they don't have USB ports or something? Like, I don't understand that. Oh, I guess you can't come in from this way. I don't have a 4K TV anyway, so a Series S wouldn't even be that bad. See, that's so weird to me, because until recently, I didn't have any 4K TVs either. I feel like 4K is probably very normalized right now, which I think is so weird. I do have, like, 2 4K TVs now, but, like, I really don't have anything besides, like, the Roku TVs that I have that could plug into it to display a 4K image. But I feel like all, like, the new consoles are, like, 4K this and, like, everything like that. Oh, look, here's the water temple key. Wow. So it's weird to me to see, like, 4K normalized so much as it is. I don't even know if that's like the right word, but because like to me, I mean, it's probably just because I have Nintendo stuff, so like obviously they're always like a generation behind. But like my Switch is 1080p, my Wii that I have is not even, I mean, I have a HDMI like thing on it, so it can export to 1080p. Although I think the signal is still only in 480p or something like that, because whenever I try and use them with my Elgato, it always detects the signal as 480p, which I guess is probably better than having it just upscale automatically to 1080p. I feel like it preserves some of the quality in a way. I don't even know if that's a thing, I'm just kind of guessing, but just what I would think. Oh shit. Ooh, that was like perfect. But yeah, basically I'm behind the times and everything, but anyone could have guessed that, I guess. It's not really that hard of a thing. Obviously, fucking Nintendo pleb over here. I wonder, can I grab onto that? No. Can I grab onto that? I've never tried to do like skips in this room. You know what I probably can grab onto? The Series S caps at 1440p while the Series X goes up to 4K. Oh yeah, I always forget 4K isn't 1440p. But still, I feel like that's still like higher than most things, I don't know. Series S is better than last gen in every way except storage and disc tray, but it's not as good as the Series X. Yeah, 1440p is still good. Like, honestly, I don't know what I have this upscaled to right now, but the upscaling on Citra, it goes really high. But obviously my monitors are 1080p, so like, why would I even bother trying to upscale it to something past that, I guess? I'm no graphics snob, so I probably wouldn't notice a difference anyway. Honestly, yeah. The only thing I draw the line at is when people say they don't know the difference, or they can't notice the difference between 720 and 1080p. Like, there's clearly a difference there. You can notice the difference. Don't even try. And honestly, I can kind of know. I was trying to get Wind Waker set up on Cemu here, and I was trying. There's like a resolution like mod or whatever that you can change the resolution in the game. And I was trying like different resolutions, and I can honestly even kind of notice the difference between the 1440p and 1080p version, even though my monitor's only 1080p. There is if you look close. I feel like for 720 versus 1080, you really don't even have to look that close. Like, for the last Trashy Trio talk, the Mario Kart 8 gameplay I recorded was in 720p because my Elgato can only do 720p 60 FPS because I have the original one, and I wanted the game to play to be 60 FPS, and then I just upscaled it to 1080p like in editing. But even when I was recording it, and when I look back at the footage, I could definitely tell that there's a difference between the recorded footage and whenever I play it in 1080p. The difference between 480 and 720 is more noticeable than 720 and 480. I would agree with that, yeah. You're right, yeah, that's true. I mean, obviously going from standard definition to high definition, there's a bigger difference. There's the hammer. Wow, I'm glad I came back here. Damn. Can we beat the game now? I think we might be able to. But yeah, that is a bigger difference than 720p and 1080p. But I still think there's a noticeable difference. People always like go out of their way to say that, oh, I can't really tell the difference or whatever. I'm like, it's literally not that hard to notice. We still haven't found Epona. Oh. Wait, I want to quit. I feel like a caveman for watching shit in 480p or less. Honestly, me too. And sometimes, like, my phone on YouTube will, like, automatically, it'll, like, automatically, pick that resolution for some reason. And then I'll be like, oh shit, that's, no wonder it looks so blurry. Like, even when I'm on Wi-Fi, it just picks 480p or, like, 360p for absolutely no reason. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's literally just YouTube, though. And on the computer, it usually doesn't do that. Twitch used to be really bad with that. Yeah, I think I do remember that. Like, they always have problems with, like, resolution or whatever. But I've noticed that on my VODs on Twitch, maybe I'm just, like, not letting them process or something, but can you even, like, switch the resolution? Like, on the stream right now, if you go to, like, the resolution settings, can you change it to, like, a lower resolution? Because technically I'm streaming in 1080p 60 FPS. Also, I guess you have to have the Force Medallion to get the Nocturne of Shadow. That's interesting. But whenever I watch the VODs, only 1080p 60 is, like, the only available one. Oh, you can? Okay, that's good to know. Because I always see that on other people's streams, and I'm like, is mine not like that? Is, like, that, like, a partner thing or something? Or, like, a... not even a partner thing, just, like, a... I don't know. I always just sort of assume that I'm, like, not big enough to have anything nice or something. But that's good to know. Wow, it's so weird to think we might beat the seed now. I feel like we shouldn't be done. We haven't even found any of the scales. We're still missing half the bottles. Oh, we did find the claim check, I guess, so we have that. We didn't even find the boomerang or Epona song. I mean, I'm gonna check these just because they're here. Not that we really need to. You need to start a massive shitstorm over someone saying you're not single to get special benefits. True. I mean, they'd actually be right in that case, because I'm not single, but, you know. I need to start a shitstorm over people saying that I am single, even though there's provable evidence, like, on my Twitch channel that I'm not. That's funny. That is the last thing I would have expected to cause all these top streamers to nuke themselves. Wait, I thought it was just like... Wait. I thought that was just like a Pokemon thing. I didn't think that was like everyone. Or, I guess they're all sort of involved. You're right. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I guess it doesn't involve like a lot of people now. Which is so weird. Oh, you don't even need to do that one. Or that one. What do we even need to do? We need to do light and fire. Do we have to do water? Or shadow? I think we had to do shadow too. It's ongoing and everyone has to chime in, which is only gonna get worse. Yeah, you're right. Everyone has their own fucking opinion. Just like always. Wow, all these, we have pretty much everything already, and we never even had to like rely on anything from this room. That's so weird. Usually this is like the gold mine. Oh shit, we don't have any keys. Fuck. We still have to find 2 Ganon's castle keys. Okay, guess we're not done. Oh shit, there's the hover boots. Okay. I saw a good meme yesterday. Well, you know, little plug, there is a meme channel on the Bobry18 community Discord. Hint, hint. Just kidding. I know you're already on it. But you can like send it if you want me to see it. If you have like a link to it, I'll look at it. Fuck! Oh my god, when did I just save the game? How long ago did I save the game? Because it just crashed. Okay, whatever. Let's reopen it then. Oh, actually, I shouldn't reopen. I'll just reopen Citra. Stop. This is what I planned for, though. So I don't remember the last time I saved, though, if I'm being completely honest. I think it was just before I went in that room, actually. It said, opinions are like orgasms. Mine is more important than I don't care if you have one. That's better than the opinions are, that's better than the opinions are like assholes one. That's funnier. We love that. Okay, here. Let's see how much I have to redo. Oh, see, I must have saved in here, so we probably don't have that much. Do I have the... Okay, I don't have the boots, so... I probably just have to go back in that room. See, this is why we save often. Often. Is it off? It's often. There's a T in it. I don't even know. I don't say that word often enough. I don't say the word often enough. Yeah, no controller smashing rage today. Unfortunately. Oh right, we got that key too, and I think I opened this one and it crashed. See, look, there's the extra water temple key. That's what crashed the game. Wait, why am I marking? What the fuck? Marking extra Skulltulas? I would never. Heart. Well, we're gonna have to go find those keys, I guess. What the fuck? Why is it giving me all these Skulltulas? I think it's funny that, there's like multiple times where I always think that I'm done with the game, but I'm actually not. Like, that should honestly be like a meme or something at this point. Oh, Max thinks he's in go mode when he's really not. Dumbass. I always manual save every like 30 minutes or whenever something important or dangerous is about to happen. That's what I've been trying to do. I've just been saving whenever I remember, honestly. That was the first time it crashed since we started that other seed, though, on that last seed. It didn't happen at all with this seed yet. My brother risks it all by saving every few hours and is constantly losing progress. See, I feel like most modern games, I feel like, have, like, autosave, so you really don't have to worry about saving at all. At least from what I've noticed. Or they just, like, don't crash. If it's a game like Paper Mario or something, I mean, they have a million save points anyway, but the game also doesn't crash. Although apparently, of course, the N64 Online version of Paper Mario is prone to crashing sometimes. I just saw a video on that the other day. No surprise there, though, honestly. Oh, fuck you, Slug. He doesn't trust autosave at all because it would slow some games down? The fuck? Does it really that much, though? Is it really worth... Is the little inconvenience of autosave really worth, like losing your whole fucking save over or something? I don't know. Can't you, like... No. Huh, you can't switch arrows on this version. That's interesting. Oh wait, you can like that. That's weird. Bethesda games would get slow as fuck, but it's not an issue anymore. I feel like they don't, though. Oh look, you can finally see the sages. Like, I remember playing Fallout 3, I always had autosave on that, and I feel like it didn't slow it down. I don't know. Maybe it did, and I just didn't realize it. Because I was, like, it was all I know. It was all I, like, knew. Also, wow, we only have to do 2 of the trials. That's interesting. Did I get the other chest in here yet? I guess not. Skyrim's remaster can handle them just fine, but Fallout is still a mess. Really? I didn't think it was that bad when I was playing it. But I mean, like I said, maybe it was, and I just was not realizing it because I just thought that was normal or something. I mean, I'm sure when I was playing it on my shitty computer, there was like slowdown too. So, wow, fuck you, bombs. The Skyrim remaster can handle them fine, but oh wait, I just said that. Fuck. Yeah, I still have not played Skyrim. That was like one of the first games that came out for the Switch too. I don't know. I feel like it's just such a big game. I don't have like time to invest in that big of a game. I don't know. I probably do, but I'm just lazy. I don't know how bad it is with 3 in New Vegas, but for Fallout 4, the further into the game you got, the slower the autosaves would get. Oh. Yeah, I've only really played 3 extensively. I started playing New Vegas. And like I said, it didn't seem that bad, but I could just be misremembering. I haven't really played Fallout 4 that much, which is weird because when it came out, that was like peak, like when I was like playing Fallout 3, I think. Maybe like right before I started getting a lot into Fallout 3. I think honestly the reason why I got into that game so much is because my computer couldn't run Fallout 4 reliably. So I'm like, oh, that's the next best thing. The game would freeze for like 30 seconds to a minute every time you go through a door. Oh my god, I know what you're talking about. You're right, that did happen. But also, like... I don't know if it was like 30 seconds. I think mine maybe froze for like... I don't know. I didn't think it was that long. Maybe it was, and I just don't remember. Literally have to dodge main quest shit. Oh my god. Maybe it was that bad and I just don't remember. I don't even have to be in here. There's not another chest in here, no. Alright, so the last things we have to find are the 2 keys for this place, I guess. Because this game hates me. I knew there had to be a catch for why we're not actually done yet. Let's see. So we can... guess there's stuff in Gerda Valley we can get. Let's go there. I wish I had Epona. Oh. Hmm. Who knows? I guess if I don't find those keys, maybe we won't finish the seed today. Which is fine, I guess. Oh look, you can get the big Poe without Epona. That is a big Poe, right? Yeah. Wow, I thought those didn't even appear unless you were on Epona. That's interesting. I think it's funny that you have to pound that with the thing, and then you still have to open it with the hammer or a bomb. Oh, Gerudo Training Grounds key. I got my hopes up for a second. Although I think the Ganon's Castle keys are black, maybe? I don't even remember. Did we even get any in the last seed? I have no fucking clue. I really hate this new era of entrepreneurs making everything gaming related impossible to come by. Sounds like you're talking about something in specific. I guess I kind of understand what you mean. But if you want to elaborate a little bit, that might be nice. See, look, these literally look gray at night. I guess you mean, like, you're talking about, like, what? The Xbox that you're trying to get? That makes sense. Oh, yeah, scalpers and dickhead crypto farmers. True. I fucking hate... Oh, those fucking... Those are both of the reasons why I can't get a new graphics card, too. Fuck crypto miners. Fuck, scalpers. Fuck all of them. GTG was... Did I even write it down? It was forest, wasn't it? Don't we have another forest temple key? Let's do it. Yeah, fucking scalpers. And they're fucking bots. That's the worst. Scooping up all the graphics cards. In this economy, when we're in a chip shortage and scalpers are out here, like, what the fuck? I was even gonna buy a Switch because I wanted one for a while and had nothing to play, but I'm only looking for OLEDs. Oh. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, you probably don't need an OLED Switch. Like, unless you play handheld a lot. I only saw one in the area and it was used. I don't think the OLED Switch is worth it, if I'm being honest. Even for, like, especially if you're having trouble finding it and really want one. They upgraded the old Switch, like, in 2019 or something, with, like, a better battery and stuff, which is even better than the one I have. Because I have, like, a launch era unit one. So, like, unless you, like, play handheld a lot, I don't think it's worth it. That's just my opinion, though. See, like, listen to this. We have the Song of Storms music in the Forest Temple now, which is way better. I'd much rather have that music than the fucking whatever the fuck music. I'm still gonna hold out for one. I understand. I'm like that with things too. Some things. Like, if there's something very specific that I want, I will go out of my way to make sure I get that specific thing. So, I understand. Because I most likely will get a Series S, and having two white consoles will look sick. Well, it's not like you can't get white Joy-Cons for the Switch, but I know what you mean. Or like a white dock. You could just get a regular Switch and then get the white dock, because they fit both of them. But obviously that's more money, so I understand. It's not the same. I mean, it pretty much is. Really, the only difference is on the OLED Switch is the screen, and I mean, really just the screen and the dock. But you can get the dock separately. I think they even sell it separately, don't they? Oh, fuck you. Why isn't there a ladder on that one? And it's like $50 more too. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. If I thought it was worth it, I would have gotten an OLED Switch by now. Like if it was an actual Switch Pro, like a more powerful one, I probably would have gotten it. But I didn't feel the need. How's the storage on the Switch anyway? I think you get like... I honestly don't know. I want to say like 32 gigabytes of internal storage or something. Which is really not a lot, but I just have like a 128 gigabyte SD card. Oh shit. I just have like a 128 gigabyte SD card in the Switch. I mostly bought it for like homebrew stuff, but I just store all the games that I've downloaded on that. Not that I even have that many downloaded games in the first place, because like I said, I like physical games better. But it's really nice to store some of them, or some of them have like update data, or like for the... I bought like the BioShock collection, and all of those I'm pretty sure you have to download like to your Switch, so it was nice to download those. It's 32 gigabytes for the basic Switch and 64 for the OLED? Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know they increased the storage too. I mean, I probably did when they announced it, I just have not thought about it since then. How many games do I have too? I don't even know how many I've downloaded to the Switch. Most of my games are physical. Like I said, a lot of it, I bought that SD card specifically when I was homebrewing my Switch, so that I could make backups of all the games that I had, like I did with my Wii. But I mean, then my Switch got banned because I accidentally went online while it was modded, and then I had to sell the Switch and I got this new one, so have not modded it since then. So now I just have a 128 gigabyte SD card that is not full. Physical games don't need to be installed? No, of course not. And I remember that was a thing on PlayStation, I think. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's so weird. Yeah, that's the thing on like PlayStation and Xbox, I think. And whenever I got my PlayStation, I'm like, what the fuck? Why can't I just play the game? Because I'm so used to Nintendo consoles where that's just like what you do. But yeah, you don't have to install them unless, I mean, unless it's like some Switch games, some physical Switch games, which is so weird that they did this. They have like some of the game on the cartridge, but then you need to download the rest. Like when you put the game in for the first time. I never really understood that, but some of them are like that. I don't trust physical games because they can be damaged or stolen. I guess, but I feel like I take pretty good care of my games. Also, they're like cartridges, so like how damaged can they possibly get? Oh god, here we have the fucking music again. God damn it. I can kind of understand if they're like discs, but Switch games are like cartridges, so I don't know. But I guess I can understand if they get, like, lost or something, because they're so small. I just always make sure I know where mine are, I guess. My Nintendo consoles are cursed. Why? Because you lose your games. Something bad always happens to them. That's weird. Maybe something bad would happen to your Switch then. The N64 and GameCubes weren't mine, but those were too. Oh. I don't know, I haven't really ever had anything... I don't know, I feel like I take pretty good care of my game console, so I've never really had, like, any problems with anything like that. The N64 would overheat because people like leaving it on too long. Oh my god, I did do that all the time. I did that with my GameCube so much. I did that with my GameCube before I got, like, a memory card, I think. I would literally just, like, leave it on overnight. So... The first GameCube got stolen and the second was ghetto. Oh my god, you'd have to spin the disc and close the lid to run games. I feel like I've seen a GameCube where you have to do that, honestly. So maybe that was like a common issue or something with the disc reader or whatever. But I feel like I've seen something like that. I don't know. Do I not have the key? Oh, god damn it. Then my mom sold my original DS while I was at school. Oh my god, why? That's so cruel. What the fuck? I brought my Game Boy Advance SP to, I think it was elementary school, maybe it was middle school once. And it either got stolen or lost or something. And I was so afraid to tell my mom that that happened. Like, cause I wasn't allowed to bring it to school in the first place. And then I had to tell her that, that I lost it. I was terrified. But eventually, the school found it. And I got it back. And I don't think I had to tell my mom. My Wii fell hard off a shitty DVD player with a broken leg and died. Oh shit. I feel like I've had this Wii since maybe like... This is like our family Wii that we've had since like... I don't fucking know, 2008 maybe, 2009. And it's literally still working fine. And I feel like, I don't know, it's been moved like multiple times too. Like I brought it with me to college and like all these places that I've moved to throughout the last like few years. And it's been like fine. Then my Wii U got pawned while I was gone and never got it back. What the fuck? What is it with like you having consoles getting like sold while you're gone or whatever? So weird. If my parents ever did that while I was gone, I would never forgive them. They just started selling my stuff. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I would not be happy. I was already not happy, like, my second year of college when my parent... Did that go through the wall? Wow. I was already not happy my second year of college when my parents basically took all the stuff in my room and threw it in my brother's room, which isn't even like a room, but it was like, I mean it was a room, but it was like supposed to be like a toy room, like a playroom off like one of the other bedrooms, but he didn't. We only have like a 3-bedroom house. And since I wasn't living there anymore, my parents thought, oh, you can just switch rooms with his brother. But then eventually I made enough of a fit about it where I got to move back because I needed my own room, not one that was connected to another room. So that was fun. Wow, what can we even do now? We can, oh, we can do more of the Shadow Temple, which is the Forest Temple, which we have a warp for. Let's do that. May as well. Although we might not have enough keys. Oh, we have 4 keys. I don't know how many keys there are in the Shadow Temple, though. My Xbox One just died after about 7 or 8 years. See, I don't... This is probably just me, because I feel like I don't know, I feel like I'm definitely in the minority for this. But, like, I've never had any electronics just, like, die. I don't know. Like, I feel like I take enough, like, good enough care of, like, all the electronics I have and, like, game systems wherever where they don't, like, just give out for no reason. I don't know. I never really understood people who have, like, stuff that just break like that, just randomly. I mean, clearly I know what happens. I'm definitely in the minority for that. I guess I've just been really lucky, too. It's been hanging on by a string for a while. Oh my god. I guess maybe, well, really the only thing that I could think, I mean, well, I don't know. I guess I do upgrade electronics that could potentially get, like, out of date or whatever pretty often, but I don't know. I've even had, like, my 3DS. I mean, besides, like, just this Wii, I've had my new 3DS XL since, like, 2015. I don't know, whenever Majora's Mask 3D came out, because I have that version of it. I've had that since, like, 2015, I think, was when it came out. I'm like, that's still working fine. There's honestly, I mean, there's a little bit of, like, the top of the screen, like, looks kind of weird, a little bit weird, like, the screen light, like, the backlight is, like, a little bit weird with the screen. But it's not, like, broken by a long shot or whatever. I don't know, even, like, my childhood GameCube, which I'm ashamed to say has had a lot of anger issues thrown at it, let's say that. Is still working pretty fine, I think. I mean, I haven't turned it on in a while. I just have it in my room for, like, a set piece, I guess. I don't even know. But I haven't turned it on in a while, but I'm pretty sure it's, like, fine. The main issues I had to deal with were downloads freezing, not letting play anything, and the green-black screen of death. Yeah, I mean, I've never had really, like, an Xbox or anything, so I've never had to deal with, like, things of death or whatever. The screen issue I was able to get rid of after a factory reset, but for some reason factory reset stopped helping. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I've just never really had issues like that. Oh, but like I was saying, I guess I do kind of upgrade, like, anything that would have that much wear, like my phone or something, I guess I do upgrade, like, fairly often enough where that probably wouldn't be an issue anyway. I don't know, like, I usually get a phone every 2 or 3 years, a new phone every 2 or 3 years, so, like, I don't know. It's their go-to solution for all their issues, just a factory reset. What the fuck? They should have, like, better troubleshooting than that. But I couldn't even do that anymore. The Xbox support team is a joke. Zero help. I believe it. I feel like most tech support teams are kind of like that, sadly. Like, oh, it kind of pisses me off, actually, now that you mention it. that support people are like that, because like they always assume you're the most stupid, like basic user ever, and they're always just like, oh, just try resetting it or whatever, or all these like basic issues that you've clearly already tried, but it obviously doesn't work. I mean, I guess they're just used to all these fucking normies calling in and complaining that their thing isn't working when all they need to do is like click a button. But that's why I literally try like telling them that's not the issue. And it's so annoying because all these tech support lines always have like these automated portions before you can actually talk to someone, which are literally impossible to get through because they're made for these people. But all my issues that I have, if it was that simple to fix, I'd be able to fix it. But I need to call people because it's more complicated than that. I need to actually talk to someone literally every time. They just tell you dumb shit like, have you tried turning off the console and turning it back on? Yeah, exactly. It's literally so unhelpful. And I'm like, fuck you for insulting my intelligence like that. Like, you really think I'm that stupid? Are people actually that stupid? That cannot be the case. The second solution is a power cycle where you unplug the AC adapter for like 5 minutes on the back of the console. Oh yeah, that's the same thing with like any person that tries to help you with like a router or something. Literally their solution every time is, have you tried like power cycling the router or whatever? And I'm like, shut the fuck up, that's not the problem. So stupid. No calls have helped, or their text chat help either. I believe it. Like I said, most tech support lines are literally useless. Unless you get to like one person who can actually help you with the specific issue that you have. Or unless you have like a really simple issue that you don't actually need to be calling people about. Which must be like 99% of the people, because that seemed to be what they're targeting when they have stuff like that. Also, the texture on this block is clearly not updated. I wonder what's up with that. I feel like that's a pretty, it's weird because the texture on, like, the Fire Temple block is updated. I feel like that would be a pretty easy, like, copy-paste or whatever. Gerudo Training Grounds key. Ugh. Then I have all my friends asking why haven't you fixed your Xbox yet? It's because tech support people are annoying as fuck and have no idea what they're talking about. That's why. But yeah, that is annoying. You should be able to not have, or you shouldn't have to have, like, issues with that with something that you buy. It's stupid. My fourth solution is getting it repaired by shipping it to Microsoft for $200. Damn. They're really out here fucking gouging people like that. Which is only 100 less than a new console. That's better in every way. Yeah, that's true. Honestly. So yeah, I can see why you just want to get an Xbox or a new Xbox at that point, I guess. May as well. The funny thing is, even if I was willing to pay $200 and wait 4 weeks for that, they don't even take original Xbox Ones anymore? What the hell? Even Nintendo, I'm pretty sure, will still repair like a Wii U or something if you send it to them. That's so weird. What are these, like, anti-consumer practices? Literally every other model but the original. Really? Do they still fix, like, original Xbox 360s, too? That's so weird. What the fuck? Did a golden rupee just pop out of there? What the fuck? I'm tired of these. Oh, not that old, just other Xbox Ones. If I'm being completely honest, I didn't even know there was like redesigned models of the Xbox One. I could have guessed, but like I said, I don't really keep up with that. Hello, Red Hood Dragon. What's up, what's up, what's up with you? Oh yeah, the Xbox One S and X. You're right. You're right, you're right. Not much is up, just shit-talking Xbox. You know, the usual. Nothing new. Shit-talking Xbox, playing some Zelda. Itching my ear. I think it's so weird that you randomly have to use your iron boots in that room. I always found that weird. Playing shit-ass 3D Zelda? Yeah, true. Gotta appeal to the Ego Raptor fans. Isn't there a chest in here? Yeah. Where's your beard oil, nerd? I actually just shaved today, hello, so I don't actually have a beard. Thank you very much. Not that I ever really have a beard anyway, cause... Oh wow, that's not obvious. Look at that. Oh, you can't see it from that side, but like, there's like a whole nother texture. Why not play 2D Zelda? I don't know. Maybe I could play Link to the Past Randomizer sometime. I think I've only played like 1 or 2 seeds of those, though. Beards are beta? Yeah, honestly. Smooth gang. You're right, you're right. Yeah, I fucking hate having facial hair, because it literally only grows like on my chin, like around my chin, and like a little bit like up here. But it's splotchy as hell. And honestly, I wouldn't really want a beard. I'm kind of glad it doesn't grow more than that, because I wouldn't want like a full-on beard anyway. I think, if I'm being completely honest, I think they're kind of gross. Bo Black still tries. Yeah, no offense to Josh, but he needs to shave. His patchy whatever he's trying to do is a little gross, not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I told that to him when we were in Mexico though too. It's not like the worst thing, but I think he looks better clean shaven. But you know, it's his face, he can do whatever he wants with it. Ooh, another bottle. He wants to be like Bunty King and get food crumbs, shit specks, and period blood in his beard? What the fuck? That's absolutely disgusting. Also, I don't think he really has a full enough beard for that. It's still pretty splotchy. Or not splotchy, I guess, like spotty, I don't know. Yeah, those textures on that boat are clearly not updated also. I think that's kind of funny. He's not gonna get the beard, he wants till he's 40. True, at this rate. I feel like it grows so slow. I honestly wish I was one of those people that had facial hair that grows that slow. One of the guys that I work with, he was like he was trying to grow like more facial hair, and we only go into the office and see each other like in person like once or twice a month. And like throughout maybe like two or three times that I saw him while he was trying to do that, it literally all looked the same. Like it never once looked like he like actually had a significant amount of facial hair. And I fucking wish I was like that. I hate having like just random splotchy shit all over my face. Or not all over, just like on my chin. It's so bad on my chin. That's like where it's the worst. I'd only grow a mustache if I could grow a proper one. I wouldn't do it like either way. I don't care enough. And I think like my whole brand is not having facial hair, so gotta stick with that for the brand, you know. Like Mung Doll's mustache. Ooh, Ganon Castle Key, there's one. Oh my god. Yeah, true. From Chowder. Oh my god, that show is so good. I haven't seen it in so long though. Prelude of Light, finally. Ugh. The gas station ice. The gas station ice that I put in that cup is finally starting to melt. And it's getting like in the Mountain Dew that's left, and it's kind of gross, not gonna lie. Still the best Cartoon Network show? I don't know, I think regular show is really good. And I've never really seen like Adventure Time or like Steven Universe or those things, but I know people really hold those in high regard too. Ooh, a rupee. Oh, I can't even hold those. I watched it recently. Most jokes still hold up, but there's some cringe Chowder jokes that are just annoying. True, I think I know what you're talking about. Or I remember that being the case, I think. Grim Adventures is second, regular show is third. Oh my god, I forgot about the Grim Adventures one. That show is pretty good too, from what I remember. I didn't watch it like too much. I think the one I watched the most is probably regular show. That's probably why I said that it's my favorite. It's just the one I remember the most, but yeah. Who's your favorite character in regular show? I don't know. I kind of like Pops just because he's like so random sometimes. And also the Benson, right? The gumball guy. He's pretty funny too. Sometimes Mordecai and Rigby can be like annoying though. But I think that's kind of like the point, right? Pops is autistic? Oh, maybe that's why I like him. Oh my god. Muscle Man is mine. Oh yeah, he's funny too. There's some like audios on TikTok that have blown up that are like Muscle Man audios or whatever. I don't know if that's canon, but IRL he would be. Oh yeah, true. You're right. What can we do now? Where's my dungeon list? Dead Shadow. Spirit we have to go back and do as a child. Honestly, maybe I should do that. Bottom of the well. Can we go back into the fire? No. Fire Temple we have 3 keys for. Oh, we should finish that. And I have the boss key. Okay. Yeah, we should probably go finish that. Which one was fire? Oh, water. Okay. Oh wait, I guess me... Oh, that's weird. Me beating the water temple makes it so that I have the, like, Hylia cleared, even though I didn't actually beat what is in the water temple. That's interesting. Oh, and we have the hammer now, too, so we can totally do, like, everything else in here. Okay. Some people make some cringe CN tier lists. I could see that. I feel like that's another thing where, like, people have very defined, like, favorite shows or whatever. Like, depending on what era they watch Cartoon Network in, because there's, like, different eras of shows or whatever. Oh, I need to switch that back to the regular eras. Saying Dexter's #1, Ed and Eddie is good, but not top 3. My mom never... My mom wouldn't let me watch Ed and Eddie. So I never even saw it. I feel like it's really not even that bad. I think I've seen a little bit of it since then. But I remember it not being, like, that bad. Obviously, it's on Cartoon Network. It's not going to be, like, the worst thing ever. But yeah, truth be told, I watched more Nick as a child than Cartoon Network, so I don't remember, like, all the shows. Cartoon Network was, like, the thing that I put on when there wasn't anything good on Nick, if I'm being honest. Adventure Time is the most overrated. Yeah, I believe that. People go fucking feral over Adventure Time. At least some people do. I was the opposite way with that. Oh, with, like, Cartoon Network and Nick. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I just like SpongeBob too much. Switching to Nick after Adventure Time comes on. I did that too, honestly. Although, by the time it was airing, I didn't really watch, like... Well, I don't know. I feel like I didn't watch TV as much by that time. Fairly Odd Parents was never that good. I think it was good. There was, like, a period... Obviously, it's not... Like, it went on way too long. I think it just ended, like, a year ago or something. Maybe, like, a few years ago. Which is so weird. But I think up until they had, like... Up until they introduced, like, Baby Poof, I think the show was really good. Even after that, it's not like terrible. But it's just not like peak. SpongeBob is #1, yeah, obviously. Duh. That was like my #1 cartoon as a child. Honestly, still is probably like my favorite like children's cartoon. Rugrats is overrated too. See, that was a little before my time. I never really watched Rugrats. I mean, it was on sometimes, but I never really like. It was a little bit before my time. Both versions. Oh yeah, true. I forgot they made like a remake of it recently. I haven't watched the remake at all. But I think the original was good. But yeah, like you said, I think it was a little overrated. Ugh. I really hope that other key is in here. I don't know what it is. I've probably just been like sitting too much today. My neck is starting to hurt too. You probably noticed it because I keep jerking and trying to stretch my neck. Oh, I actually meant the teen version. I forgot they rebooted it. Oh yeah, true. The all grown up one. That I definitely didn't really watch at all because I never like watched the original really. But yeah, I remember all grown up being, well, like whenever I saw it, I just remember it like not really piquing my interest. But yeah, they definitely, I'm surprised they haven't, they do that with like all these kids cartoons, especially now with like all these streaming services. I'm surprised they haven't made a remake of Adventure Time yet. Or like a reboot or something. I'd say well, no, they really, like, yeah, with fucking SpongeBob, they're making like, they made like a movie, they made like a Patrick spin-off show, and the original show is still going for some reason. Obviously. Don't give them ideas. They do it too. But does Cartoon Network even have like their own streaming service? I feel like they're like the one they're like the one property or like channel that doesn't really have their own streaming service. Because like Nick does with like Paramount Plus, obviously Disney does. It might be like a part of something else that I'm just not thinking of. One of the guys I played Halo Reach with was a fan of Adventure Time for some reason and asked me why I didn't like it. For some reason. Yeah, I never really watched it. I don't know. It's probably not bad. It's just like people hype it up way too much. It's almost kind of like, oh, he was like 30 at the oh. Yeah. I don't know why like 30-year-olds are obsessed with it. That's a little, I don't know. I don't know. 30, they can like whatever they want. It's whatever. But like if, I don't know. Whatever. But, yeah, I don't know. What was I saying? Oh, it's like I was saying, I said it stopped being about an adventure of the first season and turned into a shitty soap opera. Oh. See, I never even really watched it that much. It's honestly kind of like the same thing that I was talking about with Harry Potter, where like, it just seems like so overhyped and like, there's like so much exposure to it that I don't really even want to watch it at this point. And he said you were being sexist? What the fuck? How does sexism relate to that at all? That's so weird. People love to say random shit like that. That's so weird. Wow. Oh, you said it pandered to a female audience? I mean... I don't know. I knew guys that liked the show, so I don't think it was just female audiences. This was coming from the guy who we later found out was abusing his wife? Oh my god, okay. Interesting. Maybe he was abusing her because, she said she didn't like Adventure Time. I don't know. Just kidding. Oh my god. Never know. God. See, this is nice and calming Hyrule Field music. This is what I'm talking about. We need more of this music in the dungeons in this game. Not any of that or whatever the fuck boss music that is. Stressing me out. More DK rap, exactly. That would be the ideal music to have while playing the Forest Temple or the Fire Temple, honestly. Everywhere you go. Someone should make an Ocarina of Time 3D mod where it's only the DK rap playing everywhere. That would be funny. People already made a fucking mod of Mario 64 where every texture in the game is just Toad. Trust me, I found out that whenever we were doing the Mario 64 3-player race. And Josh beat me and Sam like an episode early, so he just started playing that version of the game. But it looked like it was really hard to control, so I don't know. I wonder why they still have like that, why do they still have that shimmering, Song of Time effect as like a hexagon? They have other stuff that was a hexagon now as a circle. I don't know, it's weird. Notepad nerd, honestly. Fucking nerd. Alright, which way is forward? I think it's this one. Yeah. Well, actually, I don't think Josh did. Actually, yeah, I don't think Josh used a notepad in that version. Actually, surprisingly, or in that race. Sam's really the only one that ever uses a notepad. Oh, fuck you, fire. Oh, get him! Fucking fire. Ugh. Oh, get out of here. Ugh, why'd you spawn on the other side? This is my least favorite enemy in this game. Mostly because it always takes a set amount of time to defeat it. What the hell? Now we're playing the fucking Twin Rova music or whatever? Okay. I'll still take it over all that other music. I always thought it was weird that this room has like an easier, at least I think, like that puzzle where you have to throw a bomb down at a switch. They do that twice in this dungeon, and the other one is in that room with the Goron shortcut cage or whatever. With that block you have to push. And I feel like it's almost easier in that room that we were just in. So, I don't know. Just an observation, random observation. Something I've always noticed. Oh my god, the first time I played Ocarina of Time, because obviously I played with a GameCube controller because I was playing on Wii Virtual Console. That fucking puzzle, not even puzzle, like that whole sequence where you have to run up there to, that's where you usually get the Megaton Hammer. That took me so many tries as a child. Just because, the GameCube controller stick is so touchy. So whenever I try to like run up those steps, I'd always fall down. And if you fall down into that pit, you like have to go all the way back up. Have you seen the greatest cringe video of all time? I don't know, I've seen some pretty cringe videos in my day. Probably not like the cringiest one of all time though, I don't know. Probably not, it sounds like it. Alright, did we get everything else in here? I think so. Yeah. The Tomba 3 speedrun featuring Caveman and Chibi. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea what any of that is. Like, the only words I know what they are in that sentence is the, speedrun, and featuring. And. Sorry. But I'm guessing Tomba 3 is a game. Caveman and Chibi. I'm guessing it's pronounced Chibi. I'm guessing those are like speedrunner people or something. But if it's anything like that, like when Attacking Toucans and Chugga Conroy collab on a video, it's probably cringe as hell. That's pretty good. Maybe I'll check it out at some point. We love cringe. Oh, fuck you! Oh my god. Wow. Some guy named Caveman did a speedrun of his favorite game, Tomba 3, and some other speedrunner, Chibi, invited himself onto the couch right next to Caveman. Oh, is this like during, like, AGDQ or SGDQ or whatever that is? Because, honestly, a lot of those people that play games there are kind of cringe, just in general. Not gonna lie. Ugh, what the fuck? I'm literally gonna beat this thing just from shooting him with arrows. Can you even do that? Please just die. There. God. It's probably like one hit away. You probably can't kill him with arrows, because like the whole point of this boss is to have the hammer. But you sure can try. Is that the other key? Wow, let's go. Okay, we can beat the game now. I should have just done this boss first. Wow, we didn't have to do the whole fire temple. He was being really autistic, and Caveman was just trying not to be rude initially, but it came off as dismissive and made everything cringe. Also, do I have to, like, come all the way back up here to get, my reward? Hello? Oh, there we go. Spirit. Chibi is the same speedrunner who allegedly sent dick pics to a 15-year-old girl. Oh my god. That is not okay. Interesting. Very interesting. And how does mom yell at him for being too loud at 3 a.m. during his Paper Mario 1000 Year Door speedrun? Oh my god, how old is this person? I'm guessing if he's like, I don't know. We'd have to ask Josh about his take on the autism. I was gonna say, like, if he's not, like, too high functioning, like, that kind of makes sense. I don't know, I feel like if he's high functioning autistic enough to, like, go to a AGDQ or whatever that is, then I don't know. Oh, in his late 20s. I guess that's not too old to be living with your parents. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge. Spirit Temple key? Fuck you. Don't need it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I am knowledgeable enough to speak on, like, why someone does what they do when they have autism. Probably gotta go to Josh for something like that. Although he'd probably say that he's, like, not that qualified either. More qualified than me. Wow, it's so weird actually seeing the sages, because usually you don't. It's really weird what cutscenes they decided to leave in or not in this game. In the randomizer. Anyway, we don't have to do all the other trials, which is nice. I just realized they changed that animation for the barrier dispelling, like, a lot, too, in the 3D version. In the original, it, like, shakes around, the whole castle shakes, it's like a giant vortex. But in this version, it just sort of, like, poofs away. All happy. I'm pretty sure Boblox already made a video on Chibi, or at least mentioned him before. I mean, probably. It seems like, I don't know, that seems like the kind of person that Josh would make a video about. Take that as you will. Wow, fucking destroy you. Get wrecked, bitch. Oh, of course, now the music starts back up again. Whatever, whatever. I hope I have enough magic to beat him. Oh, I never turned in that big Poe. Maybe I should have gotten like a green potion or something. PewDiePie made a video on their cringe encounter? Wow. It must have been big then. I guess I just never saw anything about it. I mean, not that I'm like the most caught up in all that sort of stuff in general, but I don't know. I feel like if fucking PewDiePie was talking about it, I should know something about it. I don't know. It's the best summary of the greatest cringe video of all time. Maybe I'll try and find out something about it. Is there no magic? Oh, please be magic. Good. It's so shitty because those pots they respawn, but they don't respawn with stuff in them, so. I've never like looked around this room. This architecture honestly reminds me of something from like Twilight Princess. Like if you were just looking at this like a straight up like screenshot of like this right here, I would probably think that's something from like Twilight Princess HD maybe, honestly. I can give you an appetizer for the video. Okay. What's the appetizer? Unleashing the arrows from Dodongo's cavern. Oh, I guess they were in Dodongo's cavern. Have you ever noticed the odd number of pig villains in video games? Caveman, nothing. I mean, that's not that... I mean, maybe if you just brought it up, like, randomly. I don't know. I feel like it's not, like, that weird of a thing to bring up. If you're just trying to, like, make conversation, and it's, like, a little bit relevant. I don't know. Tomba, Duke Nukem, Mother, Ganon from Zelda. Thank you for your lost of pig villains in video games. I don't know, I feel like... Is that weird of me to say that? I don't think, like... If he's just trying to, like, make conversation, I don't know. Maybe if, like, they were talking about something completely different and then he just, like, brought it up randomly, then it would maybe be a little weird. Oh, list. Yeah, that makes more sense. I don't know. It's just trying to make conversation. Also, these windows look so cool. They honestly actually look kind of glitched, but I still think they look cool. Wow. When you hear them talk, it'll make it all better. Okay, yeah, I'm sure if like the connotation is different or something. Or whatever. Oh, I thought they replaced the red blood in this game. Yeah, I know what you mean. It could be more awkward based on the way they actually talk with each other. That's true. I'm pretty sure I had skipped the tower escape sequence on, so this better skip that. Okay, good. Wow, look at the textures on like Zelda too. They're like really high quality, but only some of them. Like look at the texture on like Link's shirt. That's definitely not updated. Wow, so scary. I feel like they made Ganon's hair longer in the 3D version. I feel like his hair was not that long in the original version. Am I crazy in thinking that? Oh my god, the final boss music is the Lon Lon Ranch music. Ganon. More like Lon Lon Ranch. More like Lon-An. I don't know. Also, for the final boss in the game, he didn't even update his little title text there. Do we think the Biggoron sword does more damage? Let's see. I honestly don't even remember. But I can like spam attack him with it. Kinda. He has no idea. This is so bad. It is definitely not. It is definitely way easier. Oh, look at this. What the fuck? It's never that easy in the original. Oh, look, here's more magic. No, get them. I want the magic. Fuck you, Ganondorf. Ganon. Wow, he hit me once. Ooh, so scary. I feel like they made his horns bigger too. Why'd they just make everything like longer on him? That's so weird. Ooh, what a downgrade. Master Sword? Eh. Whatever, we'll use it. See, like even that, I don't think that was in the original. Where like he stays down until you hit him the first time. I don't think that was in the original game. Oh, he turns around a lot faster. I forgot about that. I also never knew if the Master Sword actually does more damage to him. I feel like it's supposed to, but I don't know if it actually does. Oh my god, Zelda's Gasp is still just as weird. Or just as scary, honestly. I cannot take this seriously with the... Or no, it's not... Wait. Yeah, that is a Lon Lon Ranch music. I cannot take this fight seriously with the fucking Lon Lon Ranch music. At least it's not the, like, horse race music. That would be even better. Why the fuck does she look like that? Her face is so static. Look at, did you see Link's eyes too? Huh. Oh my god, I'm actually like low on health. What a riveting battle. Wow. And I'm sure we'll have to see the entire ending cutscene or whatever, because for some reason they don't like taking out cutscenes in the 3D version. Although I think this cutscene is in the N64 randomizer too. Aw, all the sages that we didn't rescue. I guess we rescued some of them. Never rescued, let's see, we beat Dodongo's Cavern, Water, Spirit, Fire, and Deku. So we really only freed, what's-her-face, the Zora, we freed Naburu, and Fire, and Darunia. What the fuck is this music? The fucking fire temple music for this ending cutscene? We can stop randomizing the music now, guys. It's okay. My god. Boblack's got a lot of shit for saying he'd fuck a blue Pikmin. Did he really? Who the fuck is gonna shit on him for saying he'd fuck a blue Pikmin? Like, honestly, who cares? When women everywhere wanted to fuck... Oh my god, the red Zora from Breath of the Wild. I know what you're talking about. That was such a phase. Same thing, basically. I mean, I'm not gonna say that Zora in Breath of the Wild is not hot. So... I kind of understand where they're coming from. Just saying. What the fuck is this Lost Woods music for this for this serious cutscene? Oh my god. Perhaps there's something you'd like to confess? Oh my god, no. I haven't looked up Rule 34 for that guy ever. Need to make sure there. Have I maybe ever stumbled across it? Now that's a different story. But I've never gone out of my way to look it up. This music turns the scene into one from the autistic dating show. Honestly. How come the credits music isn't randomized? Why aren't we gonna have fucking fucking mini boss music on the credits? Where's that when you need it? This does really... all these scenes really show off, like, the texture pack, though. It's kind of cool. And also, like, the original game didn't run at 60 FPS, did it? I'm pretty sure this one does. Maybe it doesn't. I don't even know if games on the 3DS ran at 60 FPS. It just looks really smooth to me. But it might be because of my monitor. And like the refresh rate or whatever. But yeah, I think this is actually my first time like beating the final boss of the 3DS randomizer. because the first seed that I did on stream crashed, and I just said fuck it. The second one we did when I was talking to Josh, I just said fuck it when we got the magic, because I was in go mode after that. All the ones I played before that, I never really like played them that far, so I never really got to the end. Yeah. Shit, now I gotta find something to play after this. I should just play like a longer game so I know what I'm playing constantly, like Pokemon or something. I mean, like I did with Pokemon. I mean, honestly, that seemed to be more popular than this randomizer, so maybe I should play that or something like that. I don't know. After seeing that Mario Sunshine and Galaxy 2 thing earlier today, it really makes me want to play a hack like that or something. Like, even like a Mario Sunshine hack. I don't know. I haven't played Mario Sunshine. I just talked about that yesterday, or 2 days ago, didn't I? But I haven't played Mario Sunshine since before 3D All-Stars came out. I haven't played it since like we did the race on it, I'm pretty sure. And even Mario All-Stars coming out seems like so long ago. So... Wow, it was almost a year ago when they took it off the eShop. That's so weird. I hope this doesn't get... Oh my god, I should talk over this. This music is gonna get fucking... I'm calling it right now. That fucking random ass, whatever company on YouTube that tries to claim all my videos whenever I upload the VODs to YouTube. If I don't speak over them, they're gonna claim them. So I'm just gonna try and talk as much as I can. Don't claim it. This is the lot. I feel like the Lost Woods music is like big for like them claiming it. Also, I was gonna say Romani. Fucking Malin looks really weird there. Can you mute the game? I mean, I can, but I don't know. I like the music. And honestly, with those other claims that I did get, I disputed both of them, and I'm pretty sure the claim falls off after 30 days after disputing it if they don't respond to it, and they haven't said anything back yet, which I'm not surprised about, because like I'm not big at all. Like it's probably not worth their time to like go and find it and like dispute it again, so it'll probably just fall off after 30 days or whatever, which I'm fine with. So if anything, I'll probably just have to do the same thing for this one. And it's really not that big of a deal because it's not like a strike or anything. It's just more of like the principle of it. Like, they shouldn't happen. But I mean, it's not like I make money from the videos anyway. I can't even make money off of them because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. Or like, I don't think I have the amount of watch time either that you need. So, Wind Waker, Resident Evil 4, Mario Galaxy, Mario Sunshine. Ugh. I feel like I need a break from Zelda, honestly. I don't know, maybe I don't. That's honestly the real reason why I didn't want to play Wind Waker right after the last seed we did. It's why I did another seed after it. But I don't know, maybe we'll just say fuck it and play Wind Waker if I can get it to work with my controller. Do Resident Evil 4 then? Is it on Switch? Let's see. Resident Evil 4 Switch. Oh, there's a Resident Evil triple pack on Switch. I guess I could get that. It'll be the biggest change of scenery. Oh my god, I have to verify my age before I look at the thing on Nintendo's website. That's so stupid. Oh. Resident Evil 4 for $19.99 by digital. Oh, but then there's also the 3-pack, I'm guessing, for $29.99. So it's probably just more worth it to buy the triple pack, isn't it? How much is it on Amazon? Resident Evil triple pack. Oh, it's not even a... The fuck? It's not even shipped and sold by Amazon. I have to buy it from, like, GameStop or something. But what does it include? It includes Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6. Are 5 and 6 worth playing too? Oh, see, look at it includes a game cartridge for Resident Evil 4 and a download code for 5 and 6. That's so bullshit. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier that they do. But yeah, I don't know. I'd play it. Five is good, 6 is meh. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot there's like the 3DS version credits. I don't know, maybe I'll play it. Maybe I'll get that. I mean... Yeah, fucking... I could buy Resident Evil 4 for $29.99 at GameStop digitally, or I could literally buy the triple pack for the exact same price. So, like, which would you rather do? Let's see, is it near me at all? No stores are found. What the hell? Oh, I must have to have it shipped or something. It's not the worst Resident Evil game, but it's not as good as 4 and 5. Oh. I could probably get it on, like, Steam, too, right? Let's see how much it is on Steam. If it opens. Oh. Using a controller? No, we're not doing that. Oh my god, it's, like, not letting me move. Oh my god, it thinks my Oh, it thinks my controller is like my mouse or something. Stop that. Oh my god, that's unbearable. What the fuck? Stop! Oh my god, I have to like disconnect my controller. What the fuck? Alright, well, not much I can do. Anyway, we're just disconnected. Whatever. Why is it still doing it? Okay, good. Resident Evil 4. Wait. Resident Evil 4. Oh, I can get 4, 5, and 6 for $60 on Steam, or 4 for $20. See, I think that I should just get the triple pack. Wait, what did that say? Master Quest doesn't affect the randomizer? Shit, I wanted to read that. Wow. Yeah, like, look at this. I can buy Resident Evil 4 for $20. Or I can just buy the triple pack on Switch for like $30. So I'd honestly rather do that. I'm guessing I don't have to play like the other ones beforehand. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out by next week, hopefully. Although I say that and like I feel like I never actually have it figured out. I don't know. I low-key really have to go to the bathroom, so I think I'm just gonna end the stream. I mean, we're done with the game anyway, but oh, the others aren't importing it. That's good to know. Good to know. Okay, yeah. We'll have it decided by next week, I think, on what we're playing. So yeah. As always, thank you, Guy Nagili, for being clearly the one true fan. Always here, always supporting. Best viewer, honestly. Don't tell the others. The only story elements that carry over are Umbrella and like 3 characters. Well, I'm sure they'll explain it or something. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so have a good night. I don't know if I'll be streaming it all this weekend because Tim is going to be here, so maybe we'll see. I feel like I always get more viewers when he streams with me, so we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, so if not this weekend, I'll have more streams next week. So see you then. Have a good night, good weekend if I don't stream anytime during then, and yeah. Thanks for being here for the entire time, all the time yesterday. Really just appreciate you as a viewer. So yeah. See you on the next